And two rookies about to lock horns for a place in the third round. Caio, Ibelli, who is the front runner for the Rookie of the Year title, up against Davey Cathels, the Australian.
I think for Caio Ibelli, you know, what gives him a bit of a leg up is his power. He's a bit stronger. Ooh, some tussling.
I like it. Davey Cathels, though, getting that inside position. Not that he's going to turn it into a decent number. He goes down that first turn. Looking back on their years so far with some pretty good memories. Both have taken down the top surfers in the biz. As we see Caio with a nice looking wall here. Just getting swatted back down from that top turn. He didn't really get on top of it the way he would have liked. But he kicks the fins here and now brings it through to the inside. Still chipping away, so some of that power on display, or at least he had the strength to push through that first turn, but
shows a lot of control. It's a really fun move to do, and you can see Caio Ibelli just mistimed one section on this wave, but other than that, it was a pretty smooth sailing. Almost got hung up a little bit, but recovered nicely with that smooth wrap right there. Caio Ibelli has a wide stance, but it actually helps him. He does so well at those rebounds. He goes into those cutbacks, Ronnie, and he's one of the best at getting those vertical rebounds. It's really tough to do as a surfer.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it can play in your favor getting that little extra surf at the break, and especially at Trestles with no one out, because you don't get many sessions out there with no one out. But yeah, I don't know, just definitely carrying off that momentum of the past few results and trying to just keep it going for the rest of the year.
Competing yesterday, but it was also your wife's birthday. You know, how do you balance that family life while you're competing and keep your focus?
Yeah, she was pretty stoked. She went up to Disneyland with the kids, so I kind of had the day to myself to just get in my groove, had some buddies. So she had a good day at Disneyland, and I came here and didn't catch a wave in my heat really. But yeah, happy birthday to you. She turned 18 yesterday.
Yeah, legend. Well, you know, that's something, a happy wife, happy life. So is that kind of carrying through? Obviously, you've got such a beautiful family, and it seems to translate into your surfing. Yeah,
I'm absolutely blessed to have live the life I live with my kids and my wife, getting to travel the world.
Yeah, it's you know, it's one of those things where there's someone like Josh Kerr who has so much talent. When he's not doing well on tour, we all talk about it. Like, what happened to Josh? So kudos to you, Josh, for kind of finding the rhythm and getting back into those big results that we're used to. And here's we watch a replay of Davey Cathels, again mistimed, and on, you know, some of the first one or two waves of the set, which we talked about, is very choppy. Look how clean the face is here. And when you have a clean face, that means you can wrap into those rail turns as hard as you want. You're not skipping around on top. So a couple of smooth maneuvers there for Caio, and he had a really good rhythm on this wave. You know, he didn't really have to find his section. Once he bottom turned, he went right back into a maneuver, so a lot of repetition there, but he did manage to mix it up. Caio Ibelli, you know, again, he has a little bit of a wider stance, but that puts him lower to the deck of his board, so he has a really good center of gravity.
Because there's been some exceptional score lines posted.
You know what? I'm going to get out of the way because I feel like I'm going to be in his line here. So,
all right,
catch you in a bit.
Okay, cool.
He fell. But I'm still getting caught inside, darn it.
Consistent. This wave might be tracked down by Davey. Go ahead, Ronnie, take it away.
Here he goes, the surfer from Narrabeen, New South Wales, Australia, Davey Cathels, looking to put together a better ride here. There was a strong opening turn, and he has been one of the standouts during the free surfing sessions, and he's strung together a pretty nice ride there.
He's good at that. You know, he's not a powerhouse, but he's got beautiful technique, great fundamentals. So that's another one, kind of floating projection maneuver. There's more of a slice. Slices are always cool because they throw a lot of spray. There's a clean wrap there, so he's got great rhythm. And again, that last maneuver was impressive for me, even though it wasn't a power move, for him to get up on that lip and then bust the tail free.
That has him chasing just a 5.34 to get into first, with some movement at the moment, and it is Cathels looking for that number. He's had to do quite a bit of work to get out in front of these waves. Caio having a good think about this one. He likes what he sees down the line. Now he kicks out. He gets just a little short, not much room to move, so that's why he didn't go that wave, despite the fact that it was a little reeler. But here we go, Caio using priority for this one. Just flipping that tail out for a moment at the start of the ride, but he goes down, so that might be the opportunity that Davey needs.
Quick amount of time. So Pete Mel picking up on the fact that, you know, that Xanadu is looking really fast. See that fade right there? That's a big mistake because this wave is fast. But amazing that projection he got off that first snap. And again, you can see projecting even more than he anticipated, actually getting air off that floater. Okay, so he had priorities, trying to get rid of a 4.3, so that's going to be very easy for him. The door is wide open, and he knows that. And, you know, I was talking about how consistent Caio is.
Well, he's a bit of a ways out at the moment. He's actually going to let this one go. And Caio Ibelli happy to have a crack at it. And he'll get an opportunity to push his heat score total a little higher here. So floating at the moment. Let's see if he can go mistake through for this ride. Bit of foam on the face. No dramas so far. This one is stretching out, but it's a pretty tidy finish there on the end section with just over 2 minutes remaining.
So I think that's going to affect the score. It should be average. So that's the reason why Davey Cathels, he had priority. He let this wave go. He saw that it didn't have great shape. You can see how broken it is. And it's also very fast. So that's what didn't allow Caio to open up. So I think it's going to be a very similar score that Davey Cathels is going to need here in the last minute.
In that position is unbelievable. To let just a fun little wave go, reeling off with no one on it, is so difficult to do. As we see Cathels open strong on this wave. It's got a better pace to it than the ride he gave to Caio Ibelli, but he's going to have to get some work done because this one's starting to fade away. The first turn was strong. Still heading out the back. 15 seconds remaining. There's something out there. Caio's going to swing on this one. And he looks to better a 4.9 on this wave. Good flow at the moment. Something a little more explosive there, mixing things up. He sticks with this ride. Cathels taking off out the back. Not sure if he got to his feet in time. But Caio might have bettered his position anyway.
I'm baffled that Davey didn't go on that wave that Caio caught. You know, he must have known that he needed a score. You know, we're still waiting for the scores to drop for his previous wave, but it's borderline at best. So that was a big mistake. You know, he should not have let that wave go. He should have grabbed it just for some insurance.
Are you sensing that maybe Davey had a game plan to get himself on the last wave of the sets? Because he would have known there was another lump out there.
It could have been just lack of time awareness. I think he didn't know that there was only 15 seconds left on the clock when he gave that last wave to Caio. Again, needing a 5.9, I don't think he's going to get there with that wave there. So that was crucial to let that last wave go.
Probably close though. That first turn was solid and the cutback was silky too, but the wave was just fading away so quickly.
Yeah, he was definitely halfway there. I don't know if he's going to get all the way to a 6. It was a confident opening maneuver for Davey. And there's the little nose pick from Caio. And, you know, he has a low throwaway as well. So he might have bettered that situation and aiming up the ante a little bit for Davey.
Well, it worked out pretty well for Caio Ibelli. He just edged ahead of Davey Cathels. He's making his way through to round 3.